"We've got a live one," Eden chimed in over the radio. "Christ, he's jacked up!" That would be Nora. "Cut the chatter," Holmes ordered. "What's their status, Capital?" Aaron looked back toward the homestead, a good 100 meters behind them now. Nothing he could do but continue his own search, but he couldn't make himself move. He waited, with bated breath, for the report that might predict their own futures. Maybe they'd just hit their head, or beaten the demons back with their bare fists. "What's their status?" Holmes enunciated, frustrated that he had to repeat himself. "Hypovolemic shock," Eden responded, much more clinical than she had to be. "Traumatic amputation and a likely spinal fracture." Aaron knew maybe half of those words, but enough of them to draw his own portentous conclusion. "Do what you can," Aaron ordered. "Nora, don't wander off. Whatever did that might still be nearby." "Too right," Nora said, nausea tainting her tone. It must be quite the sight to get her riled up. She was acclimatized to violence. This was a woman not easily shaken. And yet... Aaron turned back to his patrol to see Quinn frozen in place, chewing on his cheek. "Are they going to be okay?" Quinn asked, trying to hide the quiver in his voice. "Who, Eden?" Based on Quinn's sudden shrug and pursed lips, Aaron gathered an either-or quality to the question. Nobody's going to be okay after today. All he could picture was that arm bone he found in the mine, the length of it, its weight, and the tapered edge to it, like a medieval scythe. He could see that being swung down to sever a man's limbs, with the appropriate force and willpower. It wouldn't slice, but it might crush or tear, like a powerful vice might. He'd seen enough similar injuries with the mining rigs where careless folk would lose a hand to an apathetic and unforgiving pulley system. They were never cut or torn so much as removed. The stories told of these critters, the local wildlife, eating their prey. Perhaps there was some truth in the tall tales. Aaron pulled the charging handle back on his rifle, just enough to check if the chamber was hot. The last thing he'd want to do is look death in the face and impotently click at it like a cricket being introduced to a lawnmower. "I don't know about you," Quinn stammered out, "but I'm all for ditching the perimeter and linking up with the others." Aaron scanned the edges of sight one last time. Nothing but dirt and more dirt. Even the blood spatter didn't extend out this far. "Yeah, I think you're right," he said, grasping his throat mic. "Team 2 perimeter, falling back to extract. How copy?" The howlers swung overhead like silent phantoms, 2 dogs herding the capitals back to their pens. "Negative, Team 2, spake the crisp voice from on high. "Mission time is not expired. Maintain your search pattern." Quinn shivered. "Oh, great. Wonderful." Aaron tapped the boy's shoulder as he resumed their casual march. In retrospect, Aaron preferred the perimeter. The sights and smells inside the homestead proper were liable to haunt dreams. Out here, he got a beautiful view of the rolling mountains on all sides, and the comfort of seeing any attack coming long before it got to him. What was there to hide behind out here? The ground cracked, a thin gossamer line silently dancing its way backward between his legs. His eyes followed back toward Quinn, but all Aaron saw was the 2 outstretched scythes wrapping around Quinn's midsection, and the boy's horrified eyes yanked abruptly into the ground.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.